I got to stick my nose in deeper to the Chinese communists. I got to stick my nose right up the Hershey. Oh, John Cena. Sellout John Cena. Chinese bitch. Megan Rapinoe. Megan Rapinoe. Do you know that name? This is the woman that trampled on the American flag and has really let us down in soccer. Anti-American, woke, and Subway hires her. Complete failure. The campaign hasn't worked. And by the way, Jimmy John, who's a real pro-American guy, his sandwiches are better. And if you can't get that, you get Jersey Mike's. And if you can't get that, there's a bunch of places in Chicago where you can get a real sandwich. Yeah. Megan Rapinoe, that's who Subway had to get. Yeah. She stopped the American flag. And it's a failure. People are not going. Go away, a-holes. Get woke. Go broke. I love it. I won't walk into a Subway. Are you with me? I won't walk into an effing Subway. And who did they have before that? Everybody in Hollywood loves a pedophile. Satanic pedophiles. They love them in Hollywood. And that's what you got with that son of a bitch, Jared. Now, my friend Barry Krause was looking for an idea for Jared. He's an advertising legend. And they laughed at this dork that laughed. Who is that? Oh, that's that idiot Jared. And he says he's lost weight eating sandwiches. And my friend Barry went, light bulb. Ooh, lose weight eating Subway sandwiches. That's pretty good. And Jared became a sensation. But unfortunately, well, he was a pedophile. You know, guys, that's coming. I'm going to be posting something soon from 1999. I predicted all of this. Everything that's happening. Everything. Where is it? Hold on. I predicted this. I predicted the microchipping that's coming. You're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have your biometric medical information in your hand or in your forehead. It's coming. I said it. I got laughed at. And I was right. And I was right. And I was right. And everything I said has come true. Everything. Oh, Mancow with the black helicopters. And you think one person has one person contact me on Instagram or Facebook and said, you know, Mancow, you were right. And I got in trouble every day for talking about Ben Shapiro. He's not what he appears to be. My opinion. Can I still have an opinion in America? Not when you work for corporate radio. My opinion, he's safe. He's scripted. Everything he says is read. Everything I did was from here. Howard Stern had 30 writers sitting in another room. Why did he wear sunglasses? So he can read everything. Just like Arsenio. That's why they pause. Because in the other room, people are writing what they say. Not Mancow Muller. Not the American badass. I never sold you out. I never let you down. And I never lied. But Stern loves Clinton and Hillary. Loves them. So he got promoted. And in every city I was in against him, I kicked his ass. Look at the facts. He didn't beat me once in Chicago. Not once. Oh, boy, did I kick his ass. I kicked it real good. But I'm not a liberal son of a bitch. I'm not a sellout. They promote the pedophiles. They promote the script readers. They promote the fakes. They promote the people they control. Look, I like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was on my show a lot. I don't got a problem with Joe Rogan, but I find it interesting that he got $90 million, and now all of a sudden he doesn't want to talk about certain things that are going on. Look, I got the same offers. I could have taken millions of dollars and sold out. I didn't do it. And damn it, I'm glad I didn't. My soul is not for sale. I put up a meme of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, and the devil's whispering in his ear. All I had to do was threatening their jobs, and they sold you out. This is only the beginning. You're not going to like what's coming. Well, people are going to stand up. Really? When? When are they going to stand up? How much indignity can we be put through? I predicted it last year. If you follow me on Instagram, if you follow my YouTube microaggression channel, you would have seen my predictions. I'm going to tell you what's coming. You ready? Oh, well, you're going to be, I don't know if they're going to, Bill Gates has it. I don't know if it's going to be a microchip. I don't know if it's going to be another jab. I don't know what it's going to be, but you're going to have to be able to identify that you have your papers. Where are your papers, Schweinhund? You're going to have your effing papers before you can buy and sell. And you can already see how people that don't, my body, life. Oh, they found a single cell organism on Mars. Life on Mars. Wow. Hey, here's a little baby with a heartbeat inside a woman. Oh, that's not a life. That's not a life. If I go drinking and driving and a woman gets in a wreck and her baby dies, that's manslaughter. But if a doctor does it, the same doctor that wants to give you this, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, my body. I got to be able to kill my baby. It's my body. It's my body. Oh, but not when it comes to this, and not when it comes to the mark that you're going to have to buy and sell with, or you'll be out of the system. You won't be able to work. You won't be able to be in the military. I'm talking to a friend of mine, and hey, guys, I said be quiet, please. I'm recording in here. Kids don't listen. They don't care. They don't care. This is how I pay for everything. They don't care. And spend it. I'll make more. I got the AC going the other day, going and going. I go upstairs. My daughter's windows are open. It was chilly. It was chilly. Just throwing my money out. It's chilly. It was chilly. Well, girls, that's my money you're throwing out the window. And, I'm going to need money for college and to pay for these things. And I'm just an a-hole. If you're a father, you know what I'm talking about. You've probably seen a Disney TV show or any TV show, and the father is always the fat a-hole to steal from, to be mocked and made fun of. And this was all by design. Get rid of masculine figures. Oh, by the way, do you know the symbol of Satanism, that goat-headed thing? Do you know it's half man and half woman? Do you know that it's sexless? It's half man and half woman. And that's what Satanists worship. Your God doesn't have a sex. Your God isn't a man or a woman. Think about that, and it explains a lot of what's going on with these creeps and these pedophiles. And Hollywood is filled with them. And they love doing shows for your kids. They love giving your kids things like Rick and Morty. Have you seen that creepiness? And then buy your kids all the toys and the shirts and wonder why little Junior hates you. You're letting television. That's what it's in the name. Television. They're telling your kids a vision. Disney is telling your children a vision. And it doesn't include God and country. It doesn't include Jesus Christ. It doesn't include patriotism. So a listener, found a rant of mine from 1999, and I predicted every single thing that's happened. And what's coming? More normalization of pedophilia. That's their big thing. Can't make fun of Chinese. That's Asian hate. I want to show you something behind me, okay? This is Ultraman. He's their Superman in Japan. This is, I'm North America's biggest collector. I go to Japan pre-plague 2 to 4 times a year. The Japanese love us. I love the Japanese. I grew up in America like you did. There's no Asian hate. It's all bullshiznit. And this is the Chinese government, just like they cracked down on Hong Kong, demanding that you don't talk about them. Shut your mouth. You're racist. I don't hate the Chinese. Are you kidding me? I've been to China. They're lovely people, just like there were lovely people in Germany during World War II. Okay, not everybody was a Nazi. But we can't say anything about the Chinese government, what was engineered, and then this thing that was engineered, they gave us the cure. Oh, good. Sign me up. And something else I want to know, folks. If you listen to me, I had a radio show from 1984 until last year, and highly rated. And I was on Fox News Channel for 7 years. And anyway, I'm in a movie called Death Wish with Bruce Willis, little stuff like that. But I talked about all of this coming. Mancow, he's shocking. He's a shock jock. Was I right that they would go after God? Do you remember the Democratic Convention where they were booing God? How can any Christian be a dummy crap? How can they? And do you find it's getting harder and harder to deal with these people? Yeah. As I've said, it's like that kid. Remember the family friend in Sound of Music, the Nazi little prick? And he was friends with the family. Don't you know people like this? They're woke, they're concerned, they feel for everything, and they'll be the first ones to put you in a boxcar if you don't receive the mark, if you don't get what they want you to do. If for me, you need to get it for me. You need to do what I say for me. You need to let the government invade your body for me, because it won't work unless you give up your rights. You got to give up your rights. I just got back into America from St. Bart's and St. Martin. 7 times they stopped me. Do you have your COVID test? Yeah. Do you have your passport? Yeah. 7 times. And then I got stopped when I came back. Where's the sense in any of this? Anyway, I want to make a point. The Japanese hate the Chinese government. The Taiwanese are the most beautiful people you ever meet. And my dad had one prophecy, the late John Muller. He had one prophecy. You ready? He had a vision. He said, this is in the 70s. He said, son, China will go. He goes, I don't know. He had one vision. I never heard anything, say anything like this. He goes, I had a vision, son. China's going to go against Taiwan. They love us. They love America. Remember the Hong Kong protesters begging and loving America, and our media didn't cover it? China will take Taiwan, and America will do nothing. And he said to me, son, and this is in the 70s, son, that's when you'll know America's over. Get your house in order. So I guess stock up on gold. Are you going to be able to eat gold? Stock up on perishable foods, I'm hearing, or non-perishable foods. Get a satellite phone. I don't know what that does. Anyway, 1999, I was right. And when I get talked to in the spirit, man, the God man, when it speaks to my soul, I know I'm right. Do you feel that way? Listen, I'd like you to go to Instagram and join. Look, I've been censored. I've been shadow banned. Censorship is real. And I have a lot more that I wanted to say I couldn't say here. Ben Shapiro is scripted. Let me finish that rant. Ben Shapiro is scripted. He came out and said that, some of the protesters ought to be put in jail forever. What a civil libertarian. And he was a never Trumper. I don't know. I'll tell you what I've always thought of Ben Shapiro. Okay. And I know these guys, friend. I was in radio. I know them all. I know Stern. I knew Rush. I know what I'm talking about. Oh, you don't know. Yeah, I listen. So I believe everything they tell me. Like a little fish, gobbling up shiznit that you drop. You drink it all down. I like Ben Shapiro. He's conservative. Yeah. He is the Brooklyn Brawler against Hulk Hogan. He is the Generals against Globetrotters. They have to have somebody in there. You want real? I'm done. I'm not going back to corporate radio. I could be on radio right now. I could be making millions of dollars if I told you to do what they tell you to do and don't question. Don't question. I can't go into Chicago without people telling me. And I've never heard the show that took over for me on WLS. I've never heard it. But yeah, they ought to put people in prison that don't comply. They ought to. What? That's the conservative station. And that's the it's what? Are you out of your minds? The only guy that I can listen to is Chris Plant. Chris Plant's the real deal. You may not like his style. You may not like his show. I don't care. I don't get any money. I believe in Christ. I believe in God. Prove it. That's not my job, friend. Okay? My job is me and my house. I want to go to heaven. Okay? I know the truth. I've had spiritual things happen. I've had supernatural things happen. Dude, you want to go to hell? Bye-bye. You want to wear your devil t-shirt? Yeah. Man, your time is short. These are the days. This is the lion's den. I hope you knew that before you tuned in. This is where the angels and the devils fight, and they're choosing up sides, all right? Your friends have chosen. Are you going to pick good and God, or are you going to pick their way? Narrow is the path to heaven. The highway to hell is, man, you're going to have a lot of friends, but you're not going to like what happens there. You know, I'm one of the world's top experts on near-death experiences. I'm stupid about a lot of things, admittedly, but I do know a lot about NDEs, near-death experiences. And people that went to heaven, oh, man, they want to talk to you. Oh, the wonders in heaven. You can fly, you can swim, you can breathe underwater, the flowers, the music, the smells. People that went to hell, they don't want to talk to you. They don't ever sleep again very well. The horrors, the torment. Hell is real. Your media has sold you out. Your movies are made now for the godless Chinese. You're not going to see a patriotic James Cagney, Yank My Doodle, It's a Dandy movie ever again. So I don't need their sports. I don't need their radio. Suicide Squad, James Gunn, a real creep. But the left loves him because he's a creep. He's a creep. He thinks raping children is funny. And so he's got to work. He's got to work. You know, I got to stick my nose in deeper to the Chinese communists. I got to stick my nose right up the Hershey. John Cena. Sellout John Cena. Chinese bitch John Cena. Could I beat him in a fight? No. But I'm a way better man than John Cena. You're a way better person than John Cena. China. And he spoke in Chinese while he was kissing their ass. Did you ever think you'd see it? You think you'd ever see that from Hulk Hogan? You think you'd ever see that from Macho Man, my friend? You think you'd ever see that from a guy I talk to quite frequently, Ted DiBiase? Oh, China, let me get in there. And of course he's in the new Suicide Squad. And the media's telling you it's a big hit. No, it's a flop. It's a disaster. The movie sucks. And he's going to do the next Guardians of the Galaxy. I did like those first two Guardians of the Galaxy. Guilty, it's fine. The new He-Man, Kevin Smith, another friend of mine. He lied and he lied and he lied and he lied. The new He-Man doesn't have He-Man. It doesn't have Skeletor. Yeah, you see everything. And those Star Wars movies, come on. That puffy-faced African-American guy, he's an English guy, isn't he? No charisma. Look, I loved, he was in my studio a lot. Billy D. Williams, I love him. He had charisma. This isn't a skin color thing. Just boring. I don't care what color you are, you can bore me. The lead girl was named Ray. Do you know what the actress's name is? It doesn't matter. Just no charisma. They did everything they could to make her ugly. All the superhero movies. Remember Scarlett Johansson would fall in those early superhero movies? And they would zoom in on her, zoom up past her perfect little backside. Sexy. They're women. Sexy. Now they do everything they can to make these women ugly. Because you can't have a pretty woman. Can't do that. No, that's, can't have God, can't have, whatever. I want you to meet Dewey, Lord of the Fat Chicks, who did a lot of the technical stuff. Come on over here since day one. So he's never been on anything. Okay. And I want you to meet DJ Love Cheese. This is DJ Love Cheese, who's my right-hand man since going back to the 90s. So DJ Love Cheese is here setting this all up. I don't know how to do any of this. I don't know. I really don't. So I hope you'll follow. Is that what you want me to say? Follow the Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah. And also check me out on YouTube. The Mancow microaggressions. They are trying to shut it down. They are trying to stop me. I'm in this jail and that jail, and I get kicked off for a month. And catch me while you can. And podcasts. And what is it? I'm an anchor. I did a few. Spotify, everything. The Mancow podcast. The freedom feels pretty good, but I still have some censorship here. I hope I covered my ass somewhat. And I want to pray for you and your family. I was with 50, 100 cops at a party in Chicago a couple of nights ago. and my phone is dead. Doggone, I want to show you. And I posted a picture of this beautiful lady officer who got shot in the head by a monster. Illegal, I don't know. People have asked, is he illegal? I don't know. But a gangbanger, tears and tattoos, and a real animal, real big man shot a woman in the face. And I got phone calls and texts through Instagram and Facebook and stuff. Man, I'm glad they capped that bitch. Wow. Hell is going to be very full. Exorcisms are on the rise. I think we know why. Satan is having a lot of fun. Evil is having a lot of fun. There are some heroes out there. I think Rand Paul has been very brave. I don't like these phony rhinos, Republican name only. But, and someone asked me, is Trump going to run? I don't think he is. I think those days are over. I'm loving DeSantis. And of course, he is now worse than Hitler. I heard, was it on MSNBC or one of them, worse than Hitler, DeSantis, because he has freedom in Florida. We may all have to move to Florida soon. The lockdowns are coming, and worse. They're not going to stop until your business and every small business is destroyed. It's coming this winter, folks. The new fall season from the deep state are sellout politicians, the Lightfoots, the Pugsley Pritzkers, the fat ass governor, all of them. Man, they're fine. They're going to be fine. The rest of us, however, we're up that proverbial creek without a paddle. They're very well paid by their Chinese masters. I was getting, I don't know, 2 million, whatever it was, millions of people listening. And you didn't know my name worldwide, but you knew Anderson Cooper. And he'd have 100,000, 175,000 people, whatever it was. I look at the numbers. I got way more than him. Why do you know his name? Because of the agenda. And when people say, well, I won't go to this movie, or I won't do that, or I won't buy this, I won't support Disney. Gonzo now is I don't know, some sexual thing. They made Gonzo sexual because your kids need that.
Gonzarella.
Yeah. And I really wish you wouldn't talk when I'm on here. Stupid. If I wanted a sidekick, I'd hire a sidekick. Okay. I don't need help from the moron over there. Am I right? Thank you. But now you made me lose my train of thought. I got to be on. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. That's why I don't have a cast of characters anymore, because they're stupid. I'm fine. I don't need the chuckleheads. I'm fine right here with the chuckleheads. But I don't know where I was going, because that idiot just screamed. And now I'm really pissed off. No. Just garbage. Your Chinese masters are waiting for you. Something else I wanted to bring up. Bilderberg, Rothschild, what's the place, the camp? I went to that camp. I infiltrated it in the woods in California. Do you know what I'm talking about? It doesn't matter. Anyway, all the secret meetings in Geneva and all this, they're not secret. I've said this for 30 years on the radio, for 30 years. Oh, man, he's hilarious. I was serious. They've said it forever. Gates, Bill Gates, all these people. Their number one thing is less people. That's less me and you. I have read that there's paperwork from 5 years ago to a decade ago that shows the number of planets, the number of people. I was going to the guidestones and everything. I'm going to go there in a second. But the number of people in 2025, they have the numbers of people. How would they know who's going to be here in 2025? And it's about half of where we were 10 years ago. Well, how would they know that? Certain people have had patents on things involving this plague that go back several years. You know the truth about Fauci. You know the truth about the sellout media. You know the truth about the censorship. You know, it should be guilty until proven innocent when it comes to certain medications. But now you're not allowed to ask. You shut up and obey, and you follow the lemmings. And that head lemming has been paid a lot by his Chinese masters. It's satanic, it's communist, it's godless, and that's not how you and I were raised. I want to tell you that it was my great honor to talk to you every day, to be audio wallpaper in your life. I met a lot of great people, and the conversations we had, incredible. And it continues here. In the future, this will be a two-way conversation. I'm going to set that up so I can take calls and take your comments. I have nothing but love for all of you. Patriots, this is the time to stand together. If you're going to fight, I don't think we have much more time. But I have read the last chapter of the book. Good wins, God wins. We're going to win. And the worst that can happen, paradise. It's going to be okay. Pray for the children. Say prayer before dinner. Say a prayer before lunch. Say a prayer before you go to bed. Prayer works. These evil bastards want to remove God and remove prayer. I saw in Chicago as I took a photo that went around the world. The police tape in front of the churches. I was celebrating with the cops. I say defend the cops. But honestly, a cop that would arrest a preacher, a cop that would put police tape across the front of a church. Yeah. Look, there's lousy radio people. Most of them. There's lousy cops. And I just call on the cops that believe in God and country and truth. Because it's coming back, Chicago. Lay off. Lay off the people. Well, we had lots of comments, and I was reading some of them, and I wanted to give you a chance to comment. And I'm going to read everything you said. And no trolls. Whatever. I don't care. I got thick skin. You can't hurt me. Every slam a boost. And what I think a lot of what happens is the devil in some of these. Hey, Chris, how are you? The devil in some. You can put up some of these. But the devil, I love you, Paul. But the devil, look, guys, no matter what you do, look, they crucified Christ. I'm not comparing myself to Christ. I try to be Christ-like. But no matter what you do, there's going to be people. Look, I'm a Christian, so a lot of the world wants to kill me. I'm an American, so a lot of the world wants to kill me. So, and look, there's people that, Thomas, I'm back. I just can't do corporate radio, man. They wanted me to be pro, you know what, and they wanted me to be pro Biden. And if you listen now, by the way, if you listen to radio, you'll hear very angry people, but they say nothing. They're not angry. It's either the chuckleheads that are laughing at each other and saying nothing, or the angry fake conservatives. They're not conservatives. They're put up for show. Many of them. And there's some good people in Chicago radios. Gail, I miss you too. Does she see her name when I did that? Okay, cool. Gail, good. There it is. Okay. Well, this is fun. So I'm just trying this. This is new. But again, I'm on Parler, and I got a podcast, and Instagram I'm having a lot of fun with. But look, I started in 1984, and I got up every morning at 2:30 in the morning. And last year, man, the second time I walked down Michigan Avenue, and my life was threatened because of my skin color. Samantha, I love you too. Not without a condom. It's a joke. Hold on, leave that up. But anyway. If you saw the stuff, and I had a guy, I went around the corner by the Tribune building and the Intercontinental Hotel, and there was a guy with a big club. And I thought, I'm dead. And, Bob Surratt, I love Bob Surratt. Bob Surratt sitting at home. Everybody at WLS is sitting at home. Everybody at GN, everybody at Q101, everybody at WLS FM, every Rogan. I love Rogan. I love him. Ro's a good guy. I'm just saying, they're sitting at home. I fought through all of this to get in there. We did a great broadcast. I took video that got used around the world. You know something they don't tell you about these looters, these righteous protesters? They were shitting in all the buildings. You got some business, they're destroying everything and then shitting in it. This is what I saw. So I want you to get into my mind for a second. And I do a show, and at one point I was told behind the scenes that perhaps 80% of Chicago was going to die because of the plague. And a second round of righteous nonsense. Michigan Avenue destroyed again. Risking my life. I had to park a mile away. And as I'm leaving, I get a phone call from a twit. Cal, did you disinfect your work area? I'm the only one in the building, or one of few, in a high rise, the NBC tower. Nobody's there. Nobody comes into my little area. Cal, did you clean your the morons, the stupidity that we put up with. Look, Farley did 100 hours on my show. Chris Farley was wonderful. He was a lot of laughs. The minute he got boring, he would drop his pants and fall to the ground. I never saw a guy be more awful with women than Chris Farley. But it was charming. He also loved cocaine. He loved cocaine more than life. But I see those movies now, and certainly Tommy Boy is awesome. What do you guys think of, I was watching this new show on News Nation. Anyway, I don't know. Does anybody watch that? Anything else? Glad to see your muscle. You can talk about, well, let me see some of these. Okay. Hearts. That's nice. Long form podcast. You know, brother, I got yelled at, Joe. I got yelled at when I started because I like cheese. Do you like cheese? Everybody likes cheese. Do you like cheese? If you remember old radio shows, I'm talking, I don't know, late 80s. It was one thing. Like Steve and Gary, it was a radio show, and I like beer. Beer is good. You like beer? And all they talked about, and it was very boring. I've always had kind of an MTV, USA Today, fast-paced deal. I don't know that I want to sit and do an hour and 45 minutes, which is what people are suggesting. I had a very wealthy person, I got offered a lot of money to do it. I'm having more fun doing this. Shout out from Washington, been a fan since the 90s. God bless you. God bless you. And look, when you have an opinion, remember this, folks, when you have an opinion, the camera's not moving. Okay, can you move out? I don't want you sitting here. Okay. Anyway, when you have an opinion, someone's going to be upset. Okay? Get woke, go broke. I love that the Suicide Squad movie's a failure. I love that everybody hates the new He-Man. I love that the Subway hag failed. Yeah, well, this is Love Cheese right here. Someone just said hi to you. Say hi, Love Cheese. Just put your face in. Now I want you to put your face in, stupid. Turd is driving a trash truck. He was an old guy that was on the radio show with me, driving a trash truck. He's a wonderful guy. And anyway, have we taken enough? Tennessee, man, go Vols! Tennessee's looking pretty good to me right now. Love you, Marcia. Tennessee's looking pretty good to me. I could live in Tennessee. I was just there. Oh, I'm opening a pizza joint in Nashville. And it's the best. Oh, it's going to be the best pizza. We're going to take over Nashville. Sending love from Chicago. You know, I'm in Wilmette. I have a restaurant in Chicago that's become quite a sensation. I was thinking for a year or two, close it down. And all of a sudden, it's just the hottest thing. And it's called Marchesa. Marchesa. What do you think of the name? I think it's a little snooty, but it's a fine dining restaurant. It's a very romantic place. And if you go, great. If not, I don't. That's fine. It's fine. You know, I think you're right, Doug. Chicago needs a different mayor. Illinois needs a different governor. But as long as the big corporations control radio, you're not ever going to get the truth. You know, I heard a news guy with dulcimer tones, Bill Cameron, and I just can't thank Mayor Lightfoot enough for taking time out of her business. Thank her? Take time out of her schedule? Thank you, Hitler, for taking time, away from exterminating a group of people to talk with us. Thank you. Thank Mayor Lightfoot for what? When are you, Shatner, going to do another paintball tournament? It's a great idea. When the plague is over, he wants to. I spoke with him on his 90th birthday. Captain Kirk Hey, can you hand me that right there? Can you hand me that? Captain Kirk. Wait a minute. Let me hold on. Don't go anywhere. I got all kinds of stuff. But Captain Kirk, I talked to him on his 90th birthday. This guy's 90 years old. This is one of the gifts he gave me. Is that awesome? Lightfoot is a fish-eyed fool. I love that comment. Look, I feel a bit guilty. I put her on my radio show, but I put all the candidates on. She was good copy. Can you put that over there? I don't want to break. Worst mayor ever. Yeah. Beetlejuice. I wish we could say it and she would go away, like in the movie Beetlejuice. You know, it's not Candyman. We're not talking about Candyman. We're talking about Beetlejuice. What does Chris Perez mean? Lightfoot's evil. Agreed. Look, these people are part of it's satanic. They're anti-family. They're anti-everything that you were born as. They're anti your skin color. They hate you for everything. They hate you for your God. They hate you for your skin color. You don't think Lightfoot is a racist when she won't talk to white people? Can you imagine Mayor Daley saying, I'm not going to talk to any black reporters? Wow. Keep going. Keep going. I want to see more. Yes, Obama going to have a big party. Someone called me today and they said, oh, come on, Mancow. You're a big Chicago celebrity. How was the party? And I went, oh, it was great. It was great. Shaka Khan played. I don't know. Isn't that something? Yeah. And that's what you have with communism. That's what you have with Governor Pugsley, fat-ass Pritzker. He's in Florida right now, guys. He's in Florida where they have freedom. He's not being told to mask up. They're not shutting down any of his businesses. So, yeah. And, that's kind of what I've been doing. If you follow me, I've been all over the world. I'm obviously eating good. But it's a big FU to the communists. They want you to be afraid. They want you to stay inside. No way. I am living the life of the Great Gatsby. I am having a ball. I eat good. I live good. I drive good. My wife is beautiful. And it just drives these little ugly liberal trolls, these fat women with the hair. Do you love these fat women with all the different colored hair? They're white and they hate white people. Smart. I don't hate anyone based on skin color. I hate them because they're an a-hole. I'm with one of my heroes, Martin Luther King Jr. And you know what Martin Luther King Jr. said? Judge people by their character. Do you remember, our whole lives, the schools, don't look at skin color, don't look at skin color, don't look at skin color. Don't look at skin color. Now, it's skin color. That's all that matters is skin color. Let me tell you something. Diversity doesn't include, they don't want Christians. And, there's a certain group of people that aren't invited. They aren't invited. Bill Maher, who pisses me off, Bill Maher had a brilliant thing. He said, look, Paul Simon's album, he used world music. Guess what? A lot of white people discovered world music. Probably not a lot of black folks got into Paul Simon after that. But, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with turning people into something great? Anyway, look, I see what you're saying. I love your comments. I love you. The trolls who cares? Look around. Do you think I care? You sold out. I sold out. I started in 1984. Yeah, I sold out every live show I did. Every contract was the best. I made more and more money every year. I'm sorry, I'm a success. I'm an Ayn Rand fan, and they just hate it. Yeah, losers. I pray to my God, and I try to. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble. The commies hate you if you're happy. Look at this. Don't you want your heroes to go away and be happy? Don't you want them to drive off into the sunset? Did I really need to keep doing it until I'm Dick Biondi? The great Biondi. I did it. And I did it. I talked to Grace Slick of a band called Jefferson Starship. We built this city. And she said, I don't need to be up on stage at 70. I talked to Donovan, who was with the Beatles and everything. He said, I had 20 number one hits. I was on stage with the Beatles. I don't need to do it every day. I don't need to do this every day on some AM radio station. I'll tell you what's happening right now. The world, Here. So it took me a long time. The world is our oyster. Isn't that what it says in Scarface? The world is yours. The world is your oyster. And I can reach the world here. Wild, Wild West. Wild, Wild West. I miss Thomas West. You know what? We should do a show where we mess with him again. He thinks I'm gone. There's a great tiki place in Milwaukee that I love. And what's the famous German restaurant in Milwaukee? Dewey, would you go into my counter? Have my wife get you that German mug from Milwaukee. It's a brown mug. It's in that back corner cabinet. I love that place. I sneaky preach. I always have. I will tell you, they're saying keep preaching. I do preach. And look, I told some naughty jokes. I have to think that Jesus Christ himself made people laugh. Do you know that Jesus never spoke to one Christian? Jesus never spoke to one Christian. How about that? Give me something negative. I don't care. He never spoke to one Christian. You better believe he had a sense of humor. He hung out with tax collectors. Ordered by the Lord. Yes, yes. And that is what I pray every single day. By the way, so leave that. Can you go back? The steps ordered by the Lord. I want to go back to that. That's good. Leave that there. Hang on, Charlie. Great point. No, I just want to tell you, Jesus had a sense of humor. I've been to Israel several times. This was a dynamic speaker. So I told naughty jokes. I was a young man and I had lust in my heart. I'm still fighting lust. Look, Pastor Steve Muncie, Family Christian Center, said, Mancow, if you liked heroin, the streets would be paved with heroin. My friend Dewey, who just left, likes, I think it's called Mader's. It's a brown mug, Mader's, right? Mader's is the German restaurant. I love that German restaurant in Milwaukee. Ein Prosit, der Glücklichkeit. Sing, hi. Anyway, Jesus had a sense of humor. I had a sense of humor. I'll tell you something you never heard. Not once. And that's you never heard me blaspheme. Listen, if you want to say Muhammad damn you, or Buddha damn you, or damn Buddha, fine. Do you know everything is forgivable? There's one thing that God is everything. There is one thing that grieves the Holy Spirit, and that's blasphemy. If you're yelling out Jesus Christ, let it be in prayer. You know, there was a DJ, a radio guy on the Loop when I worked at the Loop. The last song we played was Highway to Hell. And I was sitting in the Civic Opera House and I was watching Faust. The end of Faust, he's drug into hell. And as I was sitting in the Opera House, and Faust it's terrifying. The stage opens up, there's devils. As he's being pulled into hell, this radio guy at the Loop is playing all devil music and hails Satan, and he thinks it's hilarious. This was the same guy who had cancer, and we prayed to Jesus Christ for it. Did you find it? It's right there? Oh, well, anyway, I'll just show you my mug from Milwaukee. But I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. These are not the days to do this anymore. Get your house right. Say your prayers. Ask God to lead you. I wanted to have your steps are ordered, but you got off of it. Listen, guys, this is what I pray, okay? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Hey, guys, please, okay? Give me a minute. I've asked over and over. My kids have their friends over. They're standing right here. Go! Anyway, I pray to the Lord every day for God to order my steps, for there to be a hedge of protection around my family. Let's say a prayer for the officer that was killed and the officer that was shot. Let's say a prayer for leadership, for a new governor, for a better mayor. Can we keep going? Where there is no vision, people perish. And you see it in Chicago. Kim Fox is letting people out with guns right away. Why? I have my gun here somewhere. Where's my gun? Can I show this? Hey, you don't know if I can show this? I don't know if I can show listen, if I put this in my mouth right now and blew my brains out, would that not get ratings? Glory, glory, bum, bum. It's from a show called Pippin. Come on, Pippin. Brighter than the sun, Pippin. Are you ready? Keep watching because I'm going to blow my brain. No, Maybe next time. Maybe next time. That'll make the haters happy. Anyway, I'm kidding. My steps are ordered. It takes one phone call. You just need God to put the right person in your life. Get rid of the losers, the doubters, the people that want to fight with you about politics, the fools. Don't joke. Okay, well, that's what I do. So stupid. Anyway, I make jokes. I never blasphemed. You let me know when we're marching and I'll join you. Hey, so I was going out to, hey, honey, Sandy, can you find out where Tony Tomasca lives? Where does Tony Tomasca live? What town? What? So Lake Forest. I need meds. Yes, I'm on meds. Oh, man, am I on meds? Hey, I got to show you something. The best. This is the best. This is the best. This is great. If you're going to a concert, beautiful. You want sativa, not indica. Indica means in the couch. You want sativa. I do it rarely. Not even once a month, probably. Maybe once a month. Where was I going with this? Oh, so Lake Forest. The idiots are going to go burn down Lake Forest. And I said, the patriots need to stand up. This is when I was, And I got a phone call. Hello? You want to apologize now or later? With some local Lake Forest paper, some blog, some nobody. Well, what would I apologize for? You said patriot. Okay, why would I apologize? Well, that's racist. Wow, pick one. Crazy. How can I be the best, Jeffrey, when you're the best? We will do this again soon. I was never high on the radio. This guy, William, saying I was high. Guys, I got up at 2:30 every morning. I never missed a show. I never partied, ever. I was in bed by 9 o'clock. So, yes, I was on a rock and roll radio station, and I had the image of a party animal. You can't do what I did and be high. You can't. So, you were high every day? Never. Adrenaline, excitement, absolutely. Absolutely. So, this feels good. I love these comments. I love you guys. Are we ready? We ready? You ready to go? We're living through the most historic times in human history. So, get your house in order. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Do you know that every day I prayed for you folks, the listeners of my show? Do you know that every night before I went to bed, I prayed for you? I took it very seriously. It was sacred getting to speak to you. I'm boisterous, I'm loud, but I ain't no commie. I ain't no sellout. I sleep very well at night. So, the prayer that I said every day for you, God protect the people. Send them love, send them blessings, protect their households. I had a guy that brought a 12 or 13-year-old girl. This is before my daughters were born. My daughters are twins. They're 15 and they're doing great. Thank you for asking. And he said, she got and she was a happy, bright A student. And she's laying there in this, looked like a wheelbarrow. And I cried. And I've thought it's been 15 or 20 years. And I think about that all the time. I still cry thinking about it. I cried when I found out a few days ago that this cop had been shot in the face. There was a man who was on drugs. He said he thought it was a roast. And he put his child in the microwave. I can't shake it. There was a guy that called me and his baby was inside his pet snake's stomach. There was a woman who called, and a pit bull had killed her child. And I said, well, I hope they put the dog down. I got more hatred probably than anything I've ever done. How could you say that, Mancow? You don't know if that child was teasing that dog. They were against the child. They didn't know the child. I don't know. When you open yourself up, we took phone calls live. Do you know when I got to the loop, they hadn't had a live phone call in 10 years? Do you know when I got to WLS, they didn't take live calls? I did everything live without a net. And believe me, a lot of great kooks in Chicago. Cowboy Ray, Crazy Mary, Big Goonie, Thomas West. I mean, we had some kooks, but also there was some darkness that called. But I had protection. And I pray that protection over you. May God bless you and your family.